our district level, please welcome Ms. Sindy Martin.
Taryn, let me tell you about how I got into Toastmasters. I went to work at Thomasville Furniture, and it happened to be a Thursday. And all of a sudden, a guy, Mark Passmore, I will remember his name for the rest of my life, came over from accounting and said, "Sindy, it's nice to meet you. I'm Mark Passmore. We have a Toastmasters meeting. Would you like to come as my guest?" I said, "Mark, it's my first day here. Give me a break." And he said, "Okay, I'll ask you next week." I want you to know he asked me every Thursday morning for 4 years. 4 years. I had any excuse you can imagine not to go. I gotta go wash my cat. I need to get the groceries. I had some reason that I couldn't be there. Then one day he came and he said, "Sindy, guess what? We're having a membership drive. Free food." I said, "What are you serving?" He said, "Mexican." I said, "Man, I love Mexican food." I said, "Okay, here's the deal. I will come to your membership luncheon if you promise that you will never speak the name of Toastmasters at my office door again. Is that a deal?" He said, "It's a deal." I joined that day. It took me 8 months to do my first icebreaker speech. When I did, I held on to the lectern. I spoke for 3 minutes. I had 38 ums. I shook so bad, even the lectern moved. They thought I was going to take it back to my seat with me because I didn't let go of it. But from the time that I joined Toastmasters to the time that I left Thomasville Furniture, I was promoted 7 times. There are 8 awards you can receive in Toastmasters, and each time you reach that level, you have a letter, a wonderful letter that comes from Toastmasters International that can be sent to your manager. Well, I didn't have to go to my manager. I had to go to the vice president of the department. And so every time an opportunity came up, instead of him passing it on to the manager to decide who got it, guess who? He chose, because that letter says she's been doing leadership and communication, and she's done this and she's done that. And it gave me all these opportunities. And more what? More money. I cannot tell you the things that Toastmasters has done in my life, much less my work life. I have gone on, as Taryn has explained, to be an area governor, a division governor, and now serve in the district, which is the state of North Carolina. Each time I learned new skills. I had terrible delegation skills. I was one of those, maybe some of you can relate. I'll just do it myself. I want it done right, and I'll just do it myself. Well, when you are an area governor and in charge of 6 clubs, each with 7 officers, try to do it yourself. When you're a division governor and you have 6 area governors who each have 6 clubs, which each have 7 officers, try doing it yourself. I had to learn delegation skills. I had to realize, Sindy, you can't do it all, or you're going to fail. So through that, I've learned so many things. And most importantly, what it's done for my life, I went from that absolutely scared to death, shaking till they thought I was going to faint, to being the professional speaker that I am today. That's how I make my living. And if that's not a testimonial, I don't know what is. I had the absolute privilege of going to our first in 90 years, okay, Toastmasters was started in 1924. Women were allowed to join in 1957. I had the privilege of going to the first conference that was held outside of North America. We were in Milan. Malaysia. In this conference, there were over 3,000 people from 126 countries. We are in 126 countries, over 300,000 members. When you become a member of Toastmasters International, all of a sudden you're going to find you have all these people on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, starting to contact you from around the world and talk about opportunities. I am asked to come and speak at their conferences. How else would I ever get there? It is the biggest network you will ever work. I'll go in to talk about Toastmasters. And they say, oh, you work for Toastmasters? Because Taryn and I sound like we work for Toastmasters. And I say, no, I have to know this. Oh, well, what do you do? And they hire me because of what I learned in Toastmasters. Because without Toastmasters, I wouldn't have been able to realize my passion in life, what makes me happy. Every one of you has a passion. And there isn't anybody to block you, not even your mom. Because if you want it, if you really want it, you can make it happen. And the way I made mine happen was to get the confidence that comes with Toastmasters. It is the best byproduct you can imagine. I thought I was a somewhat confident person. Toastmasters took it to here. And now I want to share it through the youth leadership programs, through Toastmaster meetings, through so many others. And one last thing that I want to read to you. We have a membership record. And in this, it tells you all of the things that you have access to. For the extremely low price, which I thought he was going to mention the price because it's unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. There is nowhere. Any of you ever taken a Dale Carnegie or even looked at it? At the thousands of dollars?
$1,500 one course.
Ever looked at one of those weekends where you wanted to go with Tony Robbins and how much those cost? Still haven't gone. So, Toastmasters International, the base price is $36 for 6 months. Do you ever say this per meeting?
$6.
Less than Starbucks coffee. The one I drink. But also, in Toastmasters International, you have access to some of the absolute best training programs you've ever heard of, and I want to read to you some of these titles. Building a team, delegate to empower, developing a mission, giving effective feedback, which is so important. Without that feedback, I wouldn't be who I am today. Goal setting and planning, motivating people, resolving conflict. Anybody got conflict? Service and leadership, the leader as a coach, the visionary leader, and values and leadership. To get these kind of programs, your bank has to pay a consultant thousands of dollars. You have access to it for free. You can even look at it yourself. It doesn't have to be done, but you can look at it for free, prepare it, and deliver it in here. And then maybe deliver it to your team. The opportunities that Toastmasters offers you is unlimited. For $36 for 6 months. It's a no-brainer, let me tell you. It will change your life. It will help you find your passion. It will give you confidence that not only you will see, but everyone around you will see. Madam Toastmaster.